Okay. So what I want to request of you is don't judge yourself and don't judge the process of journaling. If you enjoyed it and it was useful for you, great. And maybe you can make that into a practice for you. And often people advise daily practice of journaling. And you can journal on a question, you can journal on anything. You know, the boundaries are limitless. If you did not enjoy it, and it was very difficult for you, and you thought to yourself, oh, this is useless, why are we doing this? Just be curious about yourself and your self-awareness and knowing yourself. But don't judge yourself. So do we have any questions, thoughts, what's come up for you about journaling? Yeah, at the back.
So I want to know whether a journal is a sacred thing or you can just take somebody's journal and read. Because my daughter started to write her journal since she was 7, but it's between her and her daddy. I've never read it. I don't know what she's writing. I don't know anything about it. So I'm like, should I sneak in and read what she's writing?
What do you think, Helen? You have to answer your own question.
I've never dared to do so. I just know this is the 3rd journal she has. They're very beautiful. And I also remind her to write, because if she doesn't, her daddy doesn't buy some of the gifts. So last year, gift was to buy the Jordan shoes if she completed the journal. And she got it. They read it between themselves. So I don't know anything. And I don't know about journaling, so...
Yeah. So it's up to you, but what I'm hearing from you is saying it's their thing, it's hers and her dad's, and I'm respecting that. That's fine. Yeah, Candy.
I want to share a practice that I usually do that I felt it was so relieving and comforting. When the year is ending, people usually go for fireworks at midnight and they transition to the new year. But what I usually do, around 11 p.m., I'm writing the bad things that happened in my life in that year. I write a lot. And then as the time is nearing to cross to the new year, I go outside the room and then I burn it. And then I speak to myself and say, all you negative things that happened to me in this year, I'm not crossing over with you to the new year, and you are gone with this year. And I feel so relieved, comforted, and hopeful that all these negative things will change to positive in the new year. So I appreciate the power of journaling.
Wow, great. Thanks so much for sharing your experience. So you can see you can use journaling in many, many different ways, in the ways that serve you best for knowing yourself. Yeah, Mary?
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Also, I can add something. Yeah, as in our normal life, people, they can blame to our God, say nothing have done for me. But when you journal everything which he has done for you, it expresses more sincere thanks to our God. That you just mark, thank you God, thank you God, thank you God. And then God will reward you more. Thank you that.
Thank you. Yeah, it can really help you be grateful for things in your life that maybe you're ignoring or you're not really noticing that they're that they have value for you. So yeah, thank you. There could be so much to talk about, but I hope that gives you a brief introduction, and we'd love you to try it if you think it would be useful to you. It definitely can help you become more aware of yourself and how you are in the world. And that can really help you in your coaching as well. So thank you. I shall hand over to you.
Right, so on the next agenda is the Learning Buddies grouping. So Joyce is going to talk a little bit about it, but I believe, Joyce, you've put the groups according to the Enneagram type. Yeah, so we're going to break out now into your groups, and you're going to then use your reflections on what you've learned on your Enneagram about yourselves and share ideas and share reflections. But before we break away into those groups, I thought when I spoke about the subject-object shift, in other words, the subject, the unconscious way of being, the current way of being, and becoming an object and observing, oh, I didn't realize that about myself. I was just wondering if anyone would like to share, one or two people would like to share through your Enneagram program, if there's anything that stood out for you, what you learned about yourself through your Enneagram that you didn't realize before. So that subject that I spoke about, becoming an object through the Enneagram. Does anybody like to share something about themselves that they learned that they didn't realize before, but because it's become object, they're now aware? Like
Okay. So, personally, I'm somebody who hates to disappoint. Like when someone has entrusted me with a role or any task or any activity, I put my best to ensure that this person is happy, and I do what this person really wants. So I just realized when I was assessed through the Enneagram tool that I have been grouped under type 6, and they call them the loyal septic. So I realized that I'm really a loyal person. I fear disappointing. There's the other element of managing fear. So when I disappoint somebody, I'm really broken. I feel so guilty. So I realized through the tool that this is the loyalty in us. Yeah, according to the type.
Thanks, Kandi. And if you don't mind sharing, would you be able to share, have you had any insights of the impact that has had on you?
I have started appreciating the power of self-awareness. Now that I know that I'm this type, but it is the dominant type in me. There are also these other types that can play in me as I do my work. So I have put an action to myself to build on those characteristics according to those types, to build on them. Then the ones that I don't have, I want to also start learning them and practicing them, because I think the diversity of all those skills makes us great than the type we are currently in. Yeah.
And just the second person, if you'd like to be brave enough to share anything about your learnings or your insights and that subject-object observation through the Enneagram. Anyone else like to share? Victoria?
So I am a type 2, and we're considerate helpers. So a lot of times I feel like I've been there for my friends, and then from nowhere, they don't want to connect again. And I kept asking myself, I thought I did my best. I thought I really tried. But then I have now realized that I think I overdo it sometimes, to the extent that they feel like I am being intrusive in their lives. Okay. So now what I have learned to do is to ask them whether they want me to help them with something or not. Okay. So if they say no, of course I don't like people telling me no when I have to help. Yeah, when I have to help you, I really have to help you. And if you tell me no, it feels really bad, But of course, if you've said no, there is nothing I can do about that. And oftentimes when you tell me no, I don't need your help for this, I feel so small. I feel, I feel like you really don't need me around. Like, why should we even be friends if I cannot help you? Yeah. But now, I am trying to learn to manage that aspect of accepting no from people, and I am also now trying to say no if I don't need something. But usually it was not something easy.
Wonderful. Thanks, Victoria, for sharing that. So the subject was, I need to help. That's my belief. I need to be the helper, and I get disappointed when people don't want that help. Am I right? And then the object was, well, actually, I don't always need to help, and maybe I can clarify if they need help first. Right? Is that correct? Okay. Thank you. All right. So I think this is also a fantastic part of the program, is to get into your groups now and share these insights. So, okay.
5 minutes. So I would like to briefly introduce you to your boards. I will just ask IT to. So we talked about journaling. You're going to be journaling on your personal level. You got the beautiful journals. But they also be on a team level and on the level of the entire group. So there is a board, and it's called Kudo board, for the learning board of the Enneagram bodies. So each of you are going to meet in your own teams, the Enneagram bodies groups that Joyce will tell you in a second. And then after each time you meet, or any time you have an insight, you're going to have a link, and you just click, and you're going to add your board. It works on the phone, so it's really nice. So you can, whenever it comes to you, just click on the link and add your insights. Really short. It doesn't have to be. It can be also a picture and an image. So this is how the board is working. It's called the Kudo board. So you're going to have one Kudo board for all the insights from the Enneagram Bodies group. Yeah? Then, can I have the second one? Yes. And then each of the teams will also have individual or the team Kudo board for your own team. This is for Glami, but there will be one for each of the teams. And this is where you're gonna enter your insights after the coaching sessions, or even, whenever they pop up. But this will be for the team. So will be the team's insights, okay? So there will be two boards, a team board for each team and for Enneagram Buddies, but this is a board for all of you. Okay? So we're going to share the links after, today or tomorrow or soon. Okay? And since jumping to another topic, but since we were doing this bird exercise in the morning, we realized you haven't actually seen the powerful images and the movie behind it. So what we're going to do before Joyce will introduce you to the Enneagram Buddies, we're going to watch this clip. It takes 2 minutes, okay? In peace and quiet. Thank you.
Hi, Mimi.
All right, I think one announcement is if we haven't checked out, let's take 10 minutes, just at around at 10:45. So at 10:45, we'll take 10 minutes after the learning buddies, just before we come in for Joyce's presentation. Then for the reimbursements, I hope you have given Bernard, who's seated right there. Bernard, hands up. Yes, or sent to his email so that then you can be reimbursed. So thank you.
How are you doing? Okay, good. So I just want to announce the groups of how people are going to go. This is random. So don't feel like Joyce now went and joined me with Candy, and me, I don't want to speak to Candy. You know. So it has been done according to personality types. What I want to explain is, you notice we only have 2 5s. I think we have 1 9, and we have, there was an issue with 7. And what I have done is, since you are not really experts with Enneagram, I can't tell you, but the logic is that the wing of 9 is 1. And on the other side, the wing of 9 is either 8 or 1, and there is no 8, unless you want to talk to me. Dominica. So I have put 9 with 1s. There are some similarities, but they are not the same. The idea isn't really to only talk about, I think you'll find a way. So in cohort 1, we just told people to pick everybody, and it just really didn't work very well. Then cohort 2, we grouped people into 3s, and that list of 3s ended up kind of working because some people don't want to do it. So this is optional. This is your learning buddy, somebody that you can get to know, and they can help you or you can help them, and you can discuss when you want to go to your next practice. What will that practice look like? So, and it is across country. I think it is an opportunity, if you didn't know somebody's name, to know that somebody's name. The only exception is the executive directors, who for better or for worse are stuck with Joyce Malombe, but everybody else has the freedom to do what they would like. Or if you find something is not working, what some people did is find another group there in their country, or somewhere that they can join. But please don't go with your favorite. Get to know somebody else and see how they think. And what is common about ones. And even if you feel maybe you are a little bit older and you would like a group that is older, we are supporting and mentoring each other, and there's a lot we can learn. So please go to the top, and I'll just read the names. And now the thing we forgot to do on Monday is just to ask you, whoever really knows most people here needs a gift, but we didn't do that. So I don't think you know all these people that I have lumped you with. So you just forgive me because I am going to now let you know how you will do that. And you will notice we have no lunch, we have no break. It is very tight today. So you pick your tea, find somewhere to sit with your buddy, and then you can go there. So what I'm going to do is read your name, and then you just, you stand and you get going, okay? And then you make sure you check out before then. So of course Rachel is here. So Helen, Gloria, please, not Jackson. I removed Jackson from there. It's me. I forgot to erase it. So Helen, do you know Gloria and Rachel? You can just stand up and if you don't know each other, and just go there. You'll figure out where you are going to go. And then Jackson, Bernard, and Patrick. And this is a mixture of 9 and 1. So these are ones. If I put you in the wrong thing, just please correct me. I was doing this very funny hours of the morning. The group. So the first one, you know, is that is type 1. The Jackson, Bernard, and Patrick. Do you know each other? I think Patrick is a 9. Okay. So do you know each other? You can just huddle somewhere. If you know each other, you can find each other after this. And then type 2. There we have Mosaido. Am I saying it right? Masaido. Is it you? Masaidio. Ay, 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 ay. You are too, oh my goodness. Masaidio means a helper. And Collins. Collins and Masaidio, do you know who that is? Okay. And then Manahawa, Regina, and Mary Rehema. You will notice that I think they are Tanzanians and maybe they know each other. And this is the only exception where people from the same organizations are here because there was no way for me to separate them. And then Elizabeth, Veronica, and Victoria. You can just pick your things and go. I don't want somebody to be asking me where they are going after this. So now, here is the mixture of types 5 and type 7. Because there is no 4, poor Irene, but we understand you. So Irene and Mary. Mary is a 7. I'm sure you'll find what to talk about. And then you can just share your differences. That is a good thing. Then we have type 6s. Candy and Teresa. Do you know Teresa? Okay, Teresa, please. Is she here? Yes, so there. Okay. Group 2. Linda and Alpha. Who is Alpha? I know Linda and I know Alpha too, but where is she? There. Okay. So John and Lenny. I hope you are not from the same organization, are you? You are. So do you want to work together or do you really not want to? It's okay if you have a complaint, you can come back. And also Mwanahawa and the other guys are from the same organization, 2 people. But we can make this work. Have I forgotten anybody? Is anybody? Sam, I think you are with you should have been at the beginning with somebody. Can you go? Who is another 3? You guys, sorry. Okay, there's 3 of you. So, so you go with Sam. And then, can you go up? I thought Agrippina and is with somebody. I'm sorry, I was doing this half asleep, so let me go to let me go to the original. Can you go to the top, please? Okay, Agrippina, Eunice, and Nazra. And Agrippina, yeah. Do you know, I think the only person, all of you are from Tanzania, but Nazra is from Tenmet. Okay. Who is feeling lonely now? Who has no partner? Sono is staying here. So Sono, Joseph, there was supposed to be Ananda. I don't know if she's online, she can join. Wangui, Emmy, where is Emmy? And Emmy, please come, we hang around here. And who is the last one? Can you go to the last page? Okay, sorry, this one. So Martha, where are you? Okay, so Martha, Joseph, Nande, Wangui, and did I forget? I forgot somebody. Huh? All the EDs just come. Please remind me. How did that happen? So Lillian, you are what? Are you a 7? You are type 1. Okay. For now, go with Agrippina, Eunice, and Nazra. That is Agrippina. You go with them. And then maybe when you get there, if you find you are too many, you can just split into 2 groups. And where is Sona? Okay, great. Anybody else who is not, do you have a group? Okay. Anybody else who is alone? Okay. The EDs, please come. And Sona, please come help me. Sona, is this okay? I do it this way as lieutenant? Okay. And you, whoever we did 45 minutes with is the one on this table. I did 45 minutes with. Yes, so I hope I don't cause any conflict. Wangui, can you hear us? Can she hear us? Is Ananda connected?
Yes, I can hear you, Joyce.
Wonderful. People, it is 1 a.m., 1 something in the United States, and she's awake. And she has been there every 1 a.m. I am moved by that. So I just know how hard it is for me to join meetings here this early. So thank you, Wangui, for gracing us with your presence and for the suffering you have endured for 3 days. Is Ananda there? She's not there. Okay, if you can hear us, we will just... actually, can you... you can bring this here and then she can actually... you can see.
Bring the laptop.
The laptop.
Laptop on this.
No, I think I can use the microphone. Just bring the... If you want to move that one, it's okay. Are you pulling up the microphone? Oh, she's on this one. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you are keeping awake, but we celebrate you with your commitment there. So, from last time when we met for call,